What's up, guys? You know what day it is. Motorhome Mondays. I am not in a van right now. Bit of a random weekend away. So I'm currently in Leicester in a Hilton Hotel. So that's why I'm not in the van. Yeah, there's a few of us away. We're all away for a party, a birthday party. So there's that. But right, let's crack on. I'm confused. The video keeps jumping to someone else. Well, this is the new format. So you've got me. I'm answering a few questions now, and then you'll probably have Tash soon. She's going to jump in this week with a couple of her tips, and then me answering a question about how to charge with EV port in a motorhome. Then you might have like Gadget John, you might have a few others. That's what I'm trying to do with this. I'm trying to make more and more segments from other people to make it more of an interactive kind of show. So if there's anything you do want to see, make sure you drop that in the comments. If there's any questions you want to ask, make sure you drop them in the comments, because without the comments and questions, this don't exist. So make sure you drop them in the comments below, and I'll make sure to add them to the list and get to them. Why don't you rent a garage? You wouldn't have to lug half of the stuff around then. Now, this is the video I just released, which was about how much lack of storage I've got, you know, how messy my motorhome was with all my cupboards and that. Now, yeah, I could rent a garage, but garages down south, I did have one, which was just a council garage, and I could use it for storage, and that was about £60 a month. Now, obviously, over a year, that's like £720. Quick maths. So that's quite a lot of money. So you've got to have enough stuff in there to justify £720 a year, and you've got to have, it's not 100% secure because it's just on a housing estate with a normal door. I had one broken into before, and I had all my fishing gear stolen and everything. So there's only so much safety precautions you can take to lock them. If you go to like a self-storage unit, like one of the big buildings where you get an actual locker, they're going to cost you even more for even less space. And then, to be fair, it's all locked in that one position. So if I'm hanging around Scotland, for instance, and then I'm like, right, I need my barbecue and I would like my bike or something, or, you know, it's now getting warm, but I need fans, am I going to travel all the way down to go get them? Am I not? It's just one of them situations where I'd much rather have as little stuff as possible, but all with me. How many jars of mayonnaise did you find? Lots. Lots and lots and lots.
When we broke down in Devon,
yeah,
that was actually the best. So it was actually in a National Trust, no overnighting field. The clutch went on our old van, and we had to stay the night basically. We told the National Trust people at the gate, they let us in there, and that was just the most perfect place to stay. Walks on the beach at night time, wasn't it? That was just brilliant.
we were the only people allowed in that field, so we could do whatever we wanted in the field.
That was amazing. Worst, the place with the flies. We turned up and we was absolutely swarmed by flies. But luckily, of course, we were in the van, we just pulled off and found another place. Ended up swimming with seals, didn't we, that night?
Yeah.
How do we find out about Vanlife meetups? Because there doesn't seem to be anywhere out there where we know to look for. So I've published on my socials everywhere I'm going to be this year. There's a few Facebook groups like Vanlife groups, motorhome groups, which all shouting about what festivals are going on at the moment and what festivals are gearing up on that. YouTubers, they usually shouting about them as well. I've released where I'm going this year on all mine. I'm mainly doing the Warner shows this year, so that's pretty much where I'm going to be. And then we've got the new camper van camp out, which is going to be great. I can't wait for that one.
People are always saying, oh, what membership should I get? What club should I join? When they get a motorhome or camper van. Well, this isn't strictly a club, but one membership that I can highly recommend, or even that both of us can highly recommend, is either National Trust or English Heritage. Not only do you get obviously great days out visiting like properties, you know, ruins, attractions, but actually one thing we found, particularly with National Trust, is they normally have really good big car parks, meaning take the motorhome and then you can park up for free all day. So one brilliant example is a place called Attingham Park, which is in Shrewsbury. It's an absolutely gorgeous property, lots of land, a lovely house, but even better, it's got a huge car park. So we've spent many a day there when we're in the area, you know, park up, have a nice relaxing time. You've got somewhere to leave the van all day. It's all included in your membership, and you get to go out and see some nature and get a bit of exercise. Plus, because you're paying for over the year, particularly for those that are on a budget, it means you can have great days out that actually you're already paid for. So it's not costing you any extra. Many a time when we were doing our full-time tour in 2019, you know, we were like, what should we do today? Many a time we would just look on the app and say, oh, that property's nearby, let's go and visit that. Absolutely fantastic. Well worth having those memberships.
You like travelling, so why don't you do tramping in a lorry in both the UK and Europe? So if anyone that doesn't know what tramping is basically you go live in your lorry. It could be for a week at a time, so you go away on like Sunday night and then you come back Friday when you finish. During the week, you're out on the road, sleeping in a lorry, parking up in truck stops and things like that. Why do I not do tramping? Because there's not that much money in it, to be fair. There's not enough money in it to stay away, and the services that this country offers, there's too many trucks and not enough places to stop. So they're always fighting to try and stop. Now, I drive through the night, so me trying to get into like Watford Gap, for instance, just to go grab a coffee or just to take a pee, they're so full. I have to park on the pumps because there's nowhere else to park. They are literally, you know, and I've been there before and I've had a 45-minute break in one of these at night, and then by the time I've woken up, I'm blocked in. You know, I'd have to go knock on doors. There's that little parking. So it'd be that stressful for such a little return, and I just, not my cup of tea, really. Bought a Heimer today, obviously used. I'm with you on that, mate. It has 2 solar panels on it. Do I add another battery? Which EcoFlow is better? That's 2 questions. So do you add another battery? Well, you need to test. You need to see how much your panels are, because if they're only like 50-watt panels, for instance, or 100-watt panels, you might want to be getting more solar rather than straight away for a new battery. This is just my opinion. You might need to, you need to look at the battery that you've got. Is it up to standard? Is it holding charge? You know, it's not damaged or anything like that. And yeah, just do an overview, a bit of a recce of what your system is and what you want it to do and what you want to get out of it, like what you want to power and actually use. And when it comes to EcoFlow, which is better, again, that's a very subjective matter and a very personal matter. It depends on what you're powering. I mean, you could go down to the Mini, and they're brilliant for just, like your phones, your MacBook, and your cameras and your drones. But then you might want something like one of the big Delta Maxes, because you're going to be powering air fryers and induction hobs and the whole van, really. So there's a huge range. Without knowing what your spec is, I would not be able to take a guess, even in the take a stab in the dark.
So I've had this question a few times lately. Can you recharge your motorhome from an EV charging point? Well, I'm doing that right now. As you can see, I am plugged in here, and then I'm plugged in here. Now, first things first, I want to do a few ground rules, which are, should be common courtesy in that. Now, it's about 9:30, 9:45 at night on a Sunday. So as you can see, the car park and the Tesco's is dead. There is no one here. There's one car there. There's 4 charging ports. If 4 people turned up now, I would unplug and let them use it 100%. Because these are for electric vehicles. Doesn't matter what we're doing, they are for electric vehicles, not for us. That's first and foremost. Secondly, I am parked in a non-charging spot. I'm not breaking any rules there. I've got the cable. The cable's 10 metres long, which is more than enough to reach. And like I say, it's almost 10 o'clock at night. No one's around. Yeah, but this works absolute treat. You come along, you plug in. This is a pod point. And then you say which side you're on, which is I'm on A. And this is a really good cable. really thick, heavy duty cable, which my mate Bruce Lauderdale's done. The cable's called Juicy Brucie, but as you can see, very high quality fitment, no expense spared. These aren't cheap cables, but they're built for the job in hand. You can go to 7 kilowatt charging stations and 22 kilowatt charging stations, I believe. I'm sure I'm right in saying that. So as you can see on the gun has got it's got a lock which I'll get a key for. So it's all locked in. As soon as you plug in, it goes green. Now my motorhome's charging. Like I say, there's no one around. This is going to cause a bit of a stir with people, but the rule is, the unwritten rule is, don't be a dick and don't bring bad news to our name, to motorhomers, van lifers, vanners, anyone like that. If you're going to do this, just don't be a dick. Now, I've charged here about a week ago. It was like 88p or 87p for 3 kilowatts, which is blooming good, really good. I think the cable's about £200, but Bruce has given me a discount code for the whole of this month. So I think it's Dad's 15, gives you 15 quid off. Yeah, it is an expensive thing, but it's a professional cable. It's a well-made cable. I'll drop a link in the description below so you can have a little look. I'm not going to be using it all the time, but it's nice to have. It's a Sunday night. I don't need to go to a campsite. There's no reason for me to go to a campsite. I just want a little top up. I'm here for 3 hours or so, and then I can just be on my merry way and go find a park up. Don't do it at 12 o'clock on a Monday at lunchtime when everyone's trying to charge, because that's just going to piss people off. Be good, and you can get cheap energy, cheap electric. Look at this. Bruce, you're the man. Like I say, links in the description. Go check it out.
Hi Daz, do you still run a three-way fridge in your van? If yes, can I ask why you choose this over a compressor fridge? First and foremost, my fridge has never broken, touch wood, so I've never needed to replace it. Being a 2005 model motorhome, mine's an older, I'm led to believe mine's an older fridge, so it's got the older coolant in it, which is not so eco-friendly anymore. They don't make them like that anymore. But the benefit of that is because my fridge still works and it's got the older coolant, it is, it's very cold on gas and very efficient. I've had mine serviced and I had the jets replaced to make it more efficient because it wasn't getting as cold. But that's it really. If it broke, then I'd probably try and get another three-way fridge, just so I've got the I don't know. I've not looked into it too much. I know people that have got compressor fridges, and then you could run a single inverter to it, so you can make it really efficient and everything like that. I'd have to do some more research at the time, because I know there's a lot of people out there that have done it, that I haven't. So, yeah, until mine breaks or I need to get a new one or I get a new van or something, I haven't looked into that, to be fair. Where's the first place you're going to visit when you quit your job and get your new motorhome? To be fair, again, this is one that I've got so many things in my mind. I've got so many places in my mind that I want to go to. But I think Scotland's one of the places I really do want to hit. Depends on what time of year I get my new motorhome and when I'm available. But I would like to go to Scotland. I'd like to go in the snow, so probably, end of September, October, November, even into December, depending on the weather and the storms and the winds. Yeah, that's going to be amazing up there with all the snow, the stags, hopefully the Northern Lights, see some of them. It's just going to be incredible. There's so much to explore up there, and I can't wait to do some fishing. I can't wait to take loads of photography, loads of drone footage, and just explore my pants off up there. It's going to be great.
I like my motorhome to look nice.
Okay.
So I'd say probably the best things I've bought are the wheels.
Are the wheels, right, okay.
Because I do like it.
Always sparkling, are they?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, okay.
And probably, gosh, you should have asked the wife this. The worst thing I've probably brought is, I can name a few.
Okay, yeah, name them.
No. I'd probably say the worst thing I bought for mine, I bought once a waste water bottle.
Right, okay.
And it was just absolutely cheaply made.
Yeah,
and it fell apart.
Not worth it.
And that lasted the whole weekend.
Yeah.
I bought a electric cable, like 240 hookup.
Yep.
And it's budget off the internet, and it was the wrong amp, and it melted.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you got
to look around. Yeah.
buy one, buy right, buy once.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't buy cheap. Don't just get it right the first time.
Exactly, mate.
Yeah.
What age do you have to give up van life? As you age, you will lose your driving licence years before you die. It's a bit of a one to think about, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, if your licence gets taken, then there's nothing you can do about that. That's when it ends. But I mean, if mine was to go, you know, let's just say I got to 65 years old, and then for whatever reason my licence gets taken, then I'd like to find a little static place where, you know, a nice little, it probably wouldn't be mine, but a nice static campsite or something where I could put a caravan or a motorhome or something like that, and then live on there doing that, and then pop around doing what I want to do, you know, electric bike and things like that. They can't take that off me. So I can still get around, still pop around and whatnot. But yeah, again, you'd have to cross that bridge when you get to it. You can't foresee that far down the line, really. Any tips for keeping the van mud-free in the winter? Any water-saving ideas? Keeping the van mud-free, yeah, just remove your boots before you even enter the motorhome. Try and put a little, like a little patch of, a little doormat or something out the front of the motorhome where the steps are, and then take them off there, and then drag them into a bag or something. I'm lucky it's just me, and I don't have pets or anything, so I haven't got mud running around, but I mean, I've bought my fair share of mud in. Water saving idea's biggest one would be showering. So when you do shower, you know, literally turn it on, you get your hot water on, you turn it on, you wet yourself down, then you lather yourself up, you turn it off, you lather yourself up, and then you turn it back on, wash yourself off, and then that's it, that's your shower. So that will be the biggest way to save water with your showers. Advertising to the thieves or something like that. Now, I live my life through YouTube. My life is on YouTube about me living in a motorhome. They know I live in a motorhome, whoever watches this. And they, you know, I don't have an invisible trailer at the back of the motorhome to carry all my goodies. So, and most people, thieves, should we say, most thieves will know that in a motorhome, people are carrying quite a lot of their possessions. It's no secret. It's not like they don't know, but you do. I mean, if they're a good thief, they do their research. They know where stuff is. But that's it for this week, guys. I'll catch you lot in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.